Hello all, and happy Friday. I think we're live right now, right? Are we live, homies? Let's go. Let me just hit them with the Friday dance to start off with. Yeah, hey, hoolies touch the ground. That's the Friday dance right there. It's Friday. It's a big day. I'm feeling good. I hope you're all feeling good, and we got some good stuff to go through today. But there's my little dance. Hope you enjoyed it. I am live in Hooligan today. I don't know whose character I've commandeered, but thank you for allowing me to commandeer this. I'm not sure I asked your permission beforehand, but I'm sure you're okay with it. We're getting you some airtime, and you can in future say that Luke Skyhopper piloted my Hooligan. That makes it famous in itself, right? Got a packed session for you today. It's Friday. We made a strong announcement the other day. Lots is coming up, and we got lots to discuss today. So let me just give you a quick rundown of what we're going to go through today. Right, we're going to go through the alpha of the alpha of the alpha of the alpha, which is a pre-alpha version that we're hoping to release today to our moderators and our gaming focus group. That'll be the first time anybody has been able to use the game or the early alpha outside of the studio. So it's a big deal for us. Yeah, there's going to be loads of bugs. Yeah, there's going to be issues. Yeah, there's going to be feedback. Yeah, but that's what it's all about, right? Let's work with you. Let's gather that feedback and let's get it all into play. And let's make sure the product that we deliver, the alpha that we deliver, is going to be super, super duper on point. So really looking forward to that, and really looking forward to kicking some ass in there. We're also going to get an update on where we're at with Emmy. I saw Tony Robbins was using Emmy today, so we'll get an update on that and see where we're at with that. FBX files. I know you've all been keen. You've all been asking, when are the FBX files coming out? We have an answer for you. I think they're already ready. They're already ready to go out. But Colin's going to show us more about that, and he's going to show us how to use it as well. I think that's some of the key subjects we're talking about. So let's go over to the panel. Who have we got in the house today?
Bun Kenobi here.
Carrot Top over here.
Dennis Hopper.
Dumbledore.
All right, we got a stacked team in the house. Are we taking a vote on whether Dumbledore needs to wear the wizard's hat today?
I think the vote is yes.
Definitely. I was. I don't see anything in the comments right now, but my vote is hell yes.
When wizard hat, now wizard hat.
When wizard hat, now wizard hat. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, let's kick off. It's an exciting day today, right? So I said we're going to talk about the pre-alpha that is imminently going to get released to our focus group and our moderators. Tell us a bit more about that and what they can expect. Dumbledore.
Okay, well, for the moderators, this is going to be your first chance to play the game. It's multiplayer capable. To play it right now, you're going to need to set up a LAN, or you're going to need to be on a virtual LAN. So you can use like AMGI, or you can use any one of those virtual LAN software platforms to do it. One of you hosts a server, everybody else joins it. Later on, that's not how it's going to work. Later on, we're going to be running our own servers. But for now, when we're testing the multiplayer, this is going to give you guys a chance to see how it plays, see what you can do with each other. If you're playing alone, there's plenty you can do as well. You can be playing PvE against the bots and find all the bugs because they're going to be there.
Yeah. So what can we expect in there? Obviously, it's not the full alpha. It's a pre-alpha. I know you're still doing a lot of work on the front end and other aspects of it. So, tell us what we can expect and what we can't expect.
Let's see, a bunch of the weapons work. So the bombs work, the grenade launcher works, the paintball gun works, carrot knife, hammer, a couple of the other melee weapons. There's a bunch more weapons coming that we haven't put in yet. There's a bunch more melee weapons coming that we haven't put in. There's a bunch more enemy types. I think the world is pretty close. I think the artist is saying they're like maybe 2 weeks out from feeling like they're good. You can ride a skateboard in this build. There's kind of a surprising amount of stuff you can do in here. It's got a lot.
Yeah, and also a little bit too that we're going to be asking to our little group that this is going out to is the UI at the front. We're designing up some pretty cool ideas and concepts that we have in house, but we'd like to welcome you guys into that conversation too. So right now it's been the traditional hologram loading page that we've had since the beginning. And we would like to get some feedback on what direction you'd like to see that going, and we'd like to roll that into our design.
Well,
Programmer art.
I definitely don't think. I think they don't want any more of that OpenSea art for sure.
Yeah, we heard you. We heard you. Another thing also, just to kind of give some clarification on to you guys, is that everything right now is in our environment and sort of gameplay build. We're seeing lots of the battle and kind of like multiplayer functionality. There's no tokenomic or game economy stuff in there yet, so just kind of set that expectation. You're just getting in there to play the game, help us find the bugs, blow shit up, kill each other, kind of like do team matches and stuff like that. But that's what's going on.
This is also a chance for you guys to tell us what you think would be cool, because I mean,
Definitely.
we're still early enough in this that there's there's all kinds of opportunities. If people get cool ideas, we could figure out how to make it work. I mean, for me, that's kind of the exciting thing. It's like, what weird stuff are we going to come up with?
One thing we never talked about, I think officially, was the fact that Bumbledore put a settings menu in here. And so people have been, saying that, look, you shouldn't have to have the latest, greatest high-end machine to play this game. He has all these amazing settings that he's added in our menu that allow us to take the quality down, remove shadows, remove motion blur, remove or lessen the screen resolution. All of these things should make this thing playable on 5-year-old machines, old machines in your garage. We were looking forward to people testing this and pushing the limits and giving us feedback on what works and what doesn't work.
That dovetails nicely. Just I know a question had just come up from Aches on system requirements. Is there any specifications we want to talk about Bumbledore?
They're still a little high right now, and as we keep on optimizing, they're going to be coming down.
Okay,
so
cool.
Stuff that we're doing to help with that is we're virtualizing the textures, because there's a lot of art. I mean, it's a big city. It's a really nice looking city. So there's a lot of stuff that we got to do to make sure you don't have to go and load all of those textures in the memory at once. But from what I understand, like 1080 cards can play it pretty well.
Okay.
I would say you could probably go down to a 1060 and probably still be okay. Don't know how. I'd be curious to find out like how it runs on a 900 series card, but I'd be kind of surprised if it gives a slideshow.
Yeah. Good to know. So that settings button is going to be your guys' friend if you want to play around with those and see if you can,
turn off shadows. It's usually kind of one of the big ones. Like, if your shadows are at max quality, that's going to show up a lot of card results.
Are we able to show some gameplay going on right now on the stream?
Keep those shadows off. I hear Meta Zuckbot lurks in those shadows, so definitely one way to stay weary of him. All right, so just to keep you entertained whilst they're pulling up a stream, I will dance again once more. There you go. I'm a dancing rabbit now. I'm a dancing rabbit. Please send me ETH. I will send you my Cash App. Send me ETH. At least. Or send me ApeCoin. Please send me ApeCoin. I need 305 ApeCoin. That will do me nicely.
Let's see what to talk about. A couple of things. I wanted to bring up something. We got word that one of you out there, one of the hooligans out there, actually has been using their hooligan to make a sticker and to sell that sticker online. It's a very serious issue we want to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
We think it's a great idea.
It's fucking awesome.
And we want you guys to keep doing that. We want you to know that you have the rights with your hooligan to do that kind of stuff.
We want to see more of it.
We also have some new toys in the studio while we're waiting for all the other stuff to kick in together. You guys have seen we have a 3D printer now. We're having all kinds of fun with the
haven't seen us
skeleton.
post multiple pictures of that skeleton.
This is one of our favorite little mascots. So we're printing this stuff large. So hopefully some of you will visit soon to our studio, and you'll see large hooligans running around this studio. So anyway, a lot of fun little things. Let's see. Quick update. You know, we still are working on Android. Apologies for that, but it really is a limitation of the Android. It's like you can't polish something that can't be polished. And so, for example, it's just a limitation of some. But however, it actually has given us an inspiration to use what it can do. It does head really well. It does a couple of facial expressions. Its jaw is not great, and so on like that. The iPhone will still be superior. However, it did inspire us to program in a lot more facial emotions that can be triggered, not only triggered locally, this stuff actually can be triggered very easily and successfly in multiplayer. Yeah. So right now people are running around and they're mostly blank hooligans. Right now, this hooligram thing that I'm showing you right now, the facial expressions currently don't transfer over multiplayer. They will eventually, but the more important thing for people that don't have an iPhone is that you still can trigger all kinds of wonderful facial expressions and emotions with some new keyboard shortcuts we're adding shortly. Oh, look, here's a friend. Someone just showed up. And so the result of that is you're going to have a whole rabbit hole full of hooligans running around with awesome facial expressions. And it's really going to populate this thing really nicely. So look at that.
Yeah, and you know what we wanted to do too with Android is it is still a major priority to finish out. It's been as Colin saying, a much larger undertaking than anticipated. But you know, we continue to build, and we will continue to build, and yeah, it's already led us to, you know, some pretty cool discoveries, and we plan that it will continue to do so. But thanks for the patience as we continue to build that out.
So what's next? Should we talk about FBXs?
Yeah, let's well, sorry, go for it, Luke.
No, go ahead, Skyhopper.
I was going to say, I'm ready to talk about FBX if you are, Colin. Let's talk.
Yeah, I think so. If you guys went to our website right now, mypethooligan.com, the upper right corner, you will see a place to download your FBX. You connect assuming you've connected to your MetaMask wallet, you can see all of your hooligans, and you could just download these FBX files. And what's really, really exciting about this stuff is that it's the same quality of geometry and mesh that we are using, the same quality of textures.
You know what's great too? I see some questions right now saying, how can we use these files? So
hey, thank you
for
that.
First of all, let's fall back a little bit. What is an FBX file? Because that question has been coming up quite a lot.
That's a good question.
Okay, so an FBX file is perhaps the most universal file format that works in any computer animation program today, even
Maya, Blender,
yeah,
Real. I mean, yeah, it's an animation standard.
It's an animation standard. So what it contains is it's the object. You know, all of these characters are first, they're a 3D object, and then it also has the bones that move that object. And then we've also included all of our texture maps, and not just images, but the texture maps also contain reflectivity and bump information. And so truth be told, yeah, some of you who aren't experienced with animation or computer graphics might be a little intimidated by this, but we are trying to even improve this formula or this format in the next coming weeks so that people that don't even have Maya or Blender can still use these files. So what I'm going to show you right now is a very quick overview. In the movie file that I'm going to skim through quickly here, we're going to have available to you guys upline, and you can study this stuff. It's actually not a bad idea for anyone who's interested remotely in Maya or Blender to just learn a little bit about this stuff. It's pretty cool, and it's probably easier than you think.
Yeah, definitely.
So really quickly, after you download your zip file, in this case, I've downloaded Hooligan 2096, which is my own. You unzip it, and you get an FBX along with all the textures. If you just drag and drop the FBX into Maya, bam, you get a blank hooligan, a non-texture hooligan. So this is my Hooligan. This is actually the 3D mesh. If you click on the object, it's separated into probably a handful, eight or so objects. You then would have to go to the attribute and import the texture you want to add. So these are all the different textures that are part of the that make up my specific Hooligan. I drag them in one by one, and then I just start adding the skin, adding the eyes, adding the hair, connecting the clothing, and then now pants and shoes. This is up to you, since in your PFP there are no images of your pants and shoes. They do show up in the game. Mostly as like generic black pants, and red shoes seem to be a characteristic we're going with. So I just add those myself, and these are just I just simply add a color in Maya. Once again, I'll upload this video, and you guys can see how I do it in the attribute editor over to the right. So now that I have this Hooligan, I can wiggle the controls. These are all the joints. I can grab a bunch of them and give the fingers a wiggle. I can pose this in any way I want. We did have to strip out our proprietary facial rig, but I'm going to show you a secret how to make your own. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. And those are called blend shapes. So yeah, so we've given you the ability to move eyes and a jaw and ears. And then what you would do is you would export this as a new FBX, which now contains the embedded textures. This file is super interoperable. This file can go into so many different programs. It's unbelievable. And I think it's going to blow your mind in a couple of minutes.
Interoperable. I've never heard of it before.
Exactly.
And while we're waiting on that stuff, I can also just show you, there'll be a part of this tutorial is to show you a quick way to add your own facial expressions, right?
Clone heads.
Clone the heads.
I expect you all to memorize this right now.
Yeah, exactly. Make a smile, make a frown, make sad, make.
This is actually the speed at which Colin learns it.
Yeah. So anyway, for those of you who are inclined, it's you can do anything you want with these things. They're yours now to play with. So then there's a handy program out there made by Adobe called Mixamo, and it's a free program online. Here's the crazy part. You take your Hooligan and you just drag it and you drop it into Mixamo. And guess what? It can create an auto rig. It can either use the rig that you have in there, or you can specify a brand new rig, which is actually a little bit more optimized for this program. And then now your character is uploaded and you can add any animation you want. You have thousands of animation clips to choose from. And so then once you're finding different clips, walking, running, falling, fighting, now you see he doesn't have his expression in here, and there's a couple ways to do that, but essentially you would export this back into Maya. And once again, maybe add your expressions, play with it. There's even a couple more things in the future, which I won't reveal right now, but I think that's probably a good place to end it. That once again, expect this video. I'll upload this in like the next, day.
Yeah, we'll make sure that as we have some other documentation that needs to get out to everybody too. We'll make sure that all gets out as soon as possible along with this video. But as other projects have promised FBXs and delivered them, we wanted to take it one step further and not just give you an FBX, but actually give you actual uses with these files. So Mixamo is a great example of, even if you're not an experienced animator or really know much about 3D animation, you can kind of piece together and from these videos that we're going to release, kind of a 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6 couple of steps to get in there to put some motion on your characters and to kind of start to learn the basics of character animation and hopefully start to create some of your own content. So what we'd love to see, just like with Hooligan, we'd love to see how you use these tools now in your hands. Do whatever comes to mind with them, and we'd love to see those shares and see what you guys come up with.
Got a couple of questions that are coming in. Can people modify like skins, or could they modify textures for their Hooligan? Now
Absolutely. So this is a live version of Maya right now, and so all of these textures, technically you can add any texture you want. You could download wallpaper if you wanted to of anything you want. You could change your tattoos. You could change the hair color. You could change the eye color. I mean, this is an industry standard kind of rig that allows you to do anything you want with it.
Obviously, one of the first questions that's come in is who's going to make the first Hooligan porn movie? Definitely not us, by the way.
I believe that's you guys.
Our hooligans are very hooligan-like, I've got to say. But apparently, we're on the front page of Coinbase. So big up Coinbase. Definitely look out for something in relation to Coinbase next week. I'm going to say no more. But another question that's come in is, are we able to export all of this straight into Emmy? But there's probably something else about Emmy you want to give us.
No, there's no. So Emmy does really contain some truly special technology that can't be used anywhere else. It's a pretty miraculous program because it's an app, free app, but it's capturing your face live, and your face is driving this character live. There's no other program that can do that. Not Mixamo, not anything on here. Not only is it capturing your face live, but it's using and analyzing your face in a very smart way to drive complex body motion. And that's kind of the secret sauce behind Emmy. So while this stuff is cool and you can, and there's other apps that can import this stuff, only Emmy can allow you to puppeteer your own character live, and not only live, but you can put it in AR as well and have it sitting in the room next to you.
Yeah, so it really takes, animation tools and puts it in your pocket. It makes it so, all you have to do, I mean, you don't even have to use your facial expressions if you don't want to. There are controls in there. It's just a push of a couple of buttons and you're animating, whether it's in AR or in background you pull in. So it really is a true UGC tool. Right?
Yeah. So that pretty much covers most of FBX. But yeah, I'll be looking in the next couple of hours, and I'll try to answer any questions you have. Skyhopper will figure out a good place to post this video, and I can maybe narrate it a little bit. But it's also, like I said, it's like I kind of want to also teach people how to use this stuff.
Yeah, totally.
We need a lot of programmers, artists, game developers. The future's looking very bright. And so if any of you have an interest in going into this as a career, why not? It's a crazy, fun job. I wouldn't have it any other way. And
we should get a Blender video out too.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody in the community could make one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because all this stuff is going to be Blender also.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, well, we've spoken about the FBX file, so that's another milestone delivered straight out the park. So I saw Tony Robbins did a bit of a demo using Emmy earlier today. Talk to us a bit more about that if you can, Luke. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So Tony Robbins, he was the first one to be promoting Emmy. He's got some pretty cool things working behind the scenes on that with us. And I would say keep an eye out on Emmy in these next coming weeks. There's some pretty cool things that we've all been working on, and excited to really put some firepower behind those announcements as they all come out. But yeah, Tony released a really cool video this morning, I think it was. So if you haven't seen it, head over to our, I think it's Instagram, and we have it up there. But yeah, really, really cool to see him creating some of his own content on there.
yeah.
Dope. Big shout out to Tony Robbins. Big shout out. Okay, cool. So we've also, been teasing that we've got some, I'm definitely hearing whilst I've been in the studio that we've got some big brain gaming specialists and big brain DeFi token specialists joining us hopefully soon. Anything you want to say on that at this particular moment in time?
Yeah, there's a lot I would like to say. It's just, like I said this last AMA, these kinds of partnerships, these kinds of things coming together, it takes time, and then they have to be a coordinated effort as those announcements are made. And we have to work in tandem with those partners to make those announcements. But everything we're working on right now is just to bring more value to our current token holders and future token holders, is to bring more value to the project. So, be patient with us as we make these partnerships. But man, oh man, it's just like sitting on gold and waiting to announce it to everybody. So can't wait to do so.
and we're in the business of wanting to make one of the best NFT experiences out there, having one of the best economies out there. So that's what it's all about, right? We're bringing in individuals to partner with us to work with us on delivering this stuff. So that's
exactly right, Skyhopper. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to create the gold standard. We're creating the gold standard of what is interoperable character in the metaverse. This thing right now, we're still in this like early adopter 3 or 5% phase.
Yeah.
But this thing has to kind of trickle down to people that don't even know what an NFT is, so that it's starting to be an everyday language, everyday occurrence. The metaverse is kind of almost an artificial term right now that's a catch-all for anything that no one knows what they're talking about. And so I think we're setting a standard, and we're making it very tangible, not just for people that have to, that can afford expensive helmets and devices, but we're trying to make this so that everybody can play, and eventually getting this on a mobile device is a future goal. It definitely is not an immediate goal. I mean, but Emmy is that mobile device right now, where as we said last time, My Pet Hooligans will be the first NFT ever to be playable on this app. And so these things are all kind of coming together. These are all pieces of an ecosystem. These things are all connected. We're not just making a video game. We're not just making an app or making a movie or making a TV show or having fun on Discord. All of these things are connected.
We're building infrastructure.
It's an infrastructure, yeah. And so we're getting some top brands talking to us and saying, how do we join up? How do we play in this arena? How do we play in the rabbit hole? How do we make our own metaverse and connect these things together? So it's really becoming like a Wreck-It Ralph kind of world we're creating, because the most fun is when we're going to mix genres together. I can't wait to see a My Pet Hooligan next to a soldier, next to a 2D cartoon anime character, next to a little animal, and so on. That's when the fun begins, seeing these different characters react. So yeah, expect this to, we want this to be a household kind of name. We want AMGI to be something that people know that they can trust our standard of quality, standard of Hollywood experienced artists and top programmers, and also honesty. So we want to deliver all that to you guys.
Colin, if I may, real quick.
And we're weird.
And we're weird.
A little bit. And very weird.
We to expand on that also, our token holders and our wider community, not only our token holders, all of you are a part of that. And I know we can't always share immediately what's going on and the things that are happening behind the scenes when it comes to some of the biz dev and the partnerships and things that we're building here. But we really are building this with as we continue to say, with a very long view in mind. And your participation in all of this, you guys own a piece of this experience with us, and we're all building this together. So if we continue to build this out, you're all early, and we just appreciate the hell out of you for it. So
and if we look back, we only launched like just under 4.5 months ago, and in 4.5 months ago, look what we've delivered. We've almost got the alpha ready. We've got Hooligan, Emmy. Projects are not delivering this level of stuff in years, let alone in months. So we're working our absolute butts off to provide the goods, to provide value. And to build up this ecosystem. It's not a matter of talk, announcement before announcement. It's an amount of let's show and prove. Let's show anybody who out there who kind of doubts us what we're capable of. And I think we're already kind of showing and proving. We're already leaps and bounds ahead of lots of other projects that are likely, wanting to imitate what we're doing for sure, but with leaps and bounds ahead of them. We've been the first with many of this technology. We're going to be the first with this kind of level of gameplay, and we're constantly delivering. We're constantly innovating, and it's only been 4 months. Just put that into perspective right now. And we can't do this without the help of the community, without the community staying strong with us, without the belief that the community is put in us. But hopefully that belief and hopefully the effort that you're all putting in is kind of translating to real kind of value that we're delivering through this project, through the technology suite, and through the game that's coming your way, and generally through the experience. So, I'm really happy. Here's my happy little movement. But you've got to really kind of look at what we're doing, and you've got to really kind of put it into perspective in terms of time. And even if you want to compare it to what others are doing, we're leaps and bounds ahead of them, and we're only going to continue. This is literally just the start. Everybody says we're building. This is the start. This is the start. This is the start. But we really are, and we're showing you every couple of weeks something new. Where are we today? We're 4 months in. We said we were going to deliver the FBX files. The FBX files are there. They're interoperable with a number of different tools. We didn't even tell you about Emmy. Emmy's there, first of its kind. AR. Artificial intelligence and motion capture. The early pre-release of the alpha is imminently going out to the focus group. So things are starting to get in the hands of our community, and these things are real special things. They're not anything that anybody else is doing in this space. And if you think they are, come and challenge us some further, because every challenge that comes our way just drives us even further. Just wants us to be even more successful. This makes me even more hungry. Makes me even more angry. So let's go, hooligans. And if anybody wants to set up an NFT project versus NFT project boxing match, I'm up for it. I've got my gloves on right here. So let's go.
Skyhopper, you've got the controls down. It's pretty entertaining watching you these things.
I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah, now you're different characters. All right.
I'll switch into vampire mode because I'm feeling angry. I'm ready to take a bite into people. All right. Anyway, sorry. Don't let me digress. Let's. Are there any other kind of updates? I know we've touched on quite a few important subjects, and we're delivering our milestones. Anything else you want to quickly go over? Or should we take some questions?
I think that may be it. I mean, Skyhopper, I don't know if you want to just maybe do a quick thank you to all the new followers who just joined up on our Twitter page. We just hit over 100,000 this morning. So, for at least from our side, we're really, really jazzed and excited to have a whole bunch of new people joining the Hooligan community. And Skyhopper, I know you're excited about it too.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk might have put a bit of a shout out somewhere for us. Either that, or we've just had 30,000 bots join out of nowhere.
This whole time.
Yeah, he wrote Hooligans into the algorithm, so I think we're okay.
Welcome, bots. Happy to have you. You definitely took us over 100,000, which is a great milestone. So stay with us, bots.
Well, we're on that subject of thanking
maybe
people.
it's Zuckbots. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we just had an additional 30,000 Zuckbots, whatever. But we appreciate you guys, and also we really appreciate our dev team and all of our artists out there. I mean, I know you guys only see us on the AMAs, but we've got a super talented team working their asses off to build this stuff for you guys. So, they're the unsung heroes here. We just want to make sure that they're absolutely amazing. We love them and we appreciate them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let you know we've got one of the dopest videos coming out next week. I ain't gonna tell you no more about it, but it's super cool, super cool. And I'm not gonna tell you anymore. I was gonna give you a bit of an alpha, but you're gonna love it. It's just a little short little sketch, but I'm super excited about it. Not particularly for one reason more than another. E.g., no, I'm not going to say anymore.
No, I think you can hit.
Yeah, you're gonna be excited.
All right. It was my first ever acting experience, and you're going to see Luke Skyhopper as an A-list actor next week. So look forward to it. But let's take some questions now. West, you're gonna have to help me, West, because I can't see the screen. My mobile phone's gone down. So pick up questions where you can.
I got when devs and artists in Discord, let them hang out with us. For sure. They're around too, so you might actually catch them in Discord. Let's see if I difficult to use. Questions, guys. Anybody want to hit us here? My computer's freaking out. Just be able to burn 3 carrots together. I think we should be able to.
I know one that kept popping up was where to get the FBX files. That's just on our official MyPet Hooligan website. Be sure to please go to our Discord to get that, or
go to our site. It's on the nav bar.
Type it in correctly.
And if you have any issues, just let us know. We'll make sure anything gets sorted out if for any reason you have any issues. I dig the 24K gold idea. The combination of carrots and K gold. We'll talk to the devs about that. Not making any promises, but I like it.
Will we be at NFT? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Skyhopper.
What were you going to say? I said when new merch restock.
They are. We are
In the
in the
works right
process of having it restocked right this moment.
Will we be at NFT NYC? Yes, we fucking will be at NFT NYC. There you go.
And we got feature. Would love to audition for the Hooli feature. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got somebody who's an actor who would love to audition for the Hooli feature.
You know what? You know what's great? I would say use Emmy and send your voice
Send
on
us-
the Hooligan that's on the app right
Send
now.
us your Emmy reel or hologram reel or
The way to get to do a thing is to do the thing.
Yeah.
yeah. So carrots would be dope. When staking, we got staking coming to you guys. We'll have more information on that real soon. Actually, we have a lot of information about that coming to you here shortly. So I'll put a pin in it for the moment. But we do have, obviously, I know carrot tokens and staking is always a question. It is coming. We've got a lot coming for you.
Yeah, and I mean we're working. You know, that kind of does compile into the whole partner discussion and everything like that. So it's not, you know, we're making sure we're bringing the best and brightest minds to this to bring the most value and longevity to the project, and that we're not just rushing something out just to get it out. We want to make sure that it's done correctly. And, you know, we're fortunate to have some really brilliant minds behind the scenes partner with us working on that. So,
And yeah, and I mean that's massively important, right? You're seeing projects release tokens all over the place. Yeah, they do well for a couple of days, and then it's pretty much downhill after that. There's normally a bit of a hype for a few weeks. We need to ensure, given we're more than just an NFT project that gives out whitelists or, you know, other little activations, we're actually developing a game, and the game's absolutely ridiculously good looking and has some playability to it. So where our focus is on development of this NFT experience with these cool pieces of technology. It's not our utilities in there. The majority of our token and token generation is going to happen in the game. So, you know, we need to ensure that everything works accordingly. You know, if we do drop the token, when we drop it, there's enough activations for it. You know, and between that, the wait and the game coming out, all this needs to be kind of calculated and analyzed. If anybody was on the session yesterday, we had an hour session with Crypto Monks. You know, they showed us how to create a token, and it literally takes minutes. We could release the carrot token tomorrow if we wanted to, but that's not the way of doing things. That's not the way to build in sustainability and longevity into it. We're about sustainability and longevity and ensuring that we've got a future that lasts more than 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then everybody forgets about it, but years ahead of us. So everything needs to be taken into careful consideration. And the partners that we bring in on are absolute specialists in both of these worlds, as are we. So we're going to work together on things and really kind of take this to the next level. We don't want to do
Skyhopper. Skyhopper, I have to interrupt you right now.
Yeah.
I'm watching stuff in the game that I've never seen before. It's amazing. I was just, you know, people ask, how are you guys so fast at making this game? And one of the reasons is that we tell each person to go 1,000 miles an hour, and they're putting stuff in the game that I haven't seen before. So there's this giant statue in the middle of our decentral park, and someone just destroyed it, and it crumbled down and came crashing down to the ground.
Did you die?
And yeah, but it looked amazing. So there's so many. The graphics of this thing are so amazing. The high quality animation. Our team of Disney and DreamWorks, former DreamWorks animators, are working on really high quality animation in this thing. And so that's one area. Lighting's another area, but effects, explosions, physics is another area. So I'm watching things every time we give one of these AMAs. I'm seeing this for the first time with you. That's why half the time I'm looking at my screen, and it's so amazing. So anyway, I just had to stop and say wow, because I'm, you know, it's shout out to my own team.
We all saw that. We were all like, whoa.
Yeah, that's the physics stuff that Gabe's working on.
Yeah, fantastic.
Looks great, Gabe.
It's amazing. It's going to be really fantastic.
But it's crazy because every time you add one of these things, it may blow up something else, like in terms of code. Like it's like we're juggling plates.
Yeah, and pushing a broom.
And pushing a broom. No, so Bumbledore is really good about making sure that the team is working in a very clean, organized way. Because yeah, you start adding some really cool stuff, and then all of a sudden the game breaks, and now we're one step back. So these are the things behind the scenes that that are going on to ensure the highest quality. And, I guess we didn't realize when we started this thing, we probably need like $100 million to make a game like this. And we're doing it on a shoestring budget. So we're really,
So 5 more Hoolies.
yeah. So, exactly.
Good commercial, Colin.
There you go.
Exactly. And also to kind of loop back also to what Skyhopper was just saying, we've got, when it comes to our tokenomics and the in-game economies, as you can see how high quality this game is, and that we've been busting our ass, and our team has been busting their ass to make. We're really considering that rollout to be well balanced and well thought through. So, again, just going back to trying to take the long view here. I keep seeing the question come up: when 10th floor? I'm not going to promise when that's going to happen, but at this point, guys, we're just going to put one foot in front of the other and make sure that we're really showing up on product and environment building and tokenomics for you guys. So.
Yeah. And before I forget, I'm looking at this awesome graffiti in front of me, and I just want to, tell the community to keep it coming. I mean,
yeah,
we are enjoying seeing the graffiti. The different styles is really what makes it. This is far better than if we hired a team of Disney artists and said, come up with graffiti to populate our city walls. Your graffiti is better than what we could do, and I'm not just blowing smoke. I mean, this is what this community is about. I think gone are the days when entertainment is just a one-way street.
Yeah.
You guys are an active part of this process now. I mean, it'd be like doing live theater, and over time, the jokes get better based on the audience's participation, based on their laughter or lack of laughter. That starts to mold the experience. That's why stand-up comedians get so good over time. It's because the audience. You guys are the audience.
Yeah,
it's very real feedback.
Absolutely.
I think it's a philosophical thing. Like, we want the weirdness. We want the stuff that made like the original web interesting.
Yeah.
Making all this weird stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want some big central controlled boring thing.
Absolutely. Like MetaZuck Corp.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that's exactly what we don't. Yeah.
Good stuff. Any more questions coming through?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love on the game, guys. Thank you.
Hey, Cade, can you go to the graffiti where it shows the Bored Ape Yacht Club presenting the new king? That was a request from the chat there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Proclaimed the new king. But we're still a baby yet. We're still growing. We're still growing.
Exactly.
But what's important to know here is like, Colin just mentioned he hadn't seen the kind of destructive physics. Like, stuff is going to continually be added to this game. So if anybody's been in the Orange Paper workshops, we said we're taking a kind of an iterative build cycle on this. So things will continue to be added as we continue to grow, as we continue to develop. The game will get better and better and better. More features will get added, and the team are having fun doing this. It's fun making products. It's fun making video games, and they're always playing it. I'm always working my ass off, and I'm watching people play games all day. So sounds like one of the best jobs in the world. But any more questions coming up?
I saw one about, what is the additional Coinbase NFT? Right now we can't go into any details surrounding that. We haven't officially been announced, but I know, it is out there that we are up on the new platform.
Wonder what that could mean.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows what that means? But we are working on things behind the scenes, and in time we'll be able to release more on that.
Yeah, definitely. And then and I believe we've got a new OpenSea banner coming as well, and it's going to absolutely blow people's minds, right?
Yes, we do. We're hard at work on it right now. And I mean, here's another good example of, we designed some really cool banners that we were happy with internally of just trying out some new art styles. And we thought we had the OpenSea design for the way that OpenSea moves and format. Thank you. Turns out we didn't have it down as much as we did. So we ran some tests internally and came up with some really cool solutions to that. So I believe early next week we'll have some pretty cool things to show you all.
I'm gonna put it out there that the new OpenSea banner is gonna be the best banner on OpenSea out there by far, by at least 10 times.
That.
So that's what I'm letting you know right now. That nobody out there has got a better banner than what's coming with My Pet Hooligan.
Absolutely. I agree, man. I like that. And I see another question, TikTok content. Yeah, unfortunately we've just got so swamped with running everything else that we have going on right now. TikTok has definitely been a little bit of a pause, but we do have some ideas of how to keep a sustainable flow of content to TikTok. So that is also in the works.
Well, if anybody's in the Los Angeles area and wants to come in every day and record TikTok videos, by all means, give us a shout.
Skyhopper was going to be that solution for us, but unfortunately got busy on other things.
I have
Any
two left feet.
Progress on OpenSea verification? Unfortunately, not. We keep submitting, so we'll continue to do so and see what we can do. If anybody knows over at OpenSea, please let them know to reach out. But we'll let you know once we get that check mark.
Yeah, it's one of those things you just have to keep knocking on the door.
Yeah.
We continuously are doing so.
Yeah, perfect. Okay then, guys. I think that's been a great session, right? We've gone over the pre-alpha release, which I believe is imminently going out. We've gone over the Emmy update. We've gone over the FBX files, which are now available. So another milestone completed. We've touched on a few partnerships. We've touched on a couple of other little bits of alpha. But we're going to tell you more in the next few weeks. If we tell you everything today, what we got to say next week? I mean, we'll still always have something to say because we work that hard and we make sure we've got something to say. We're also letting you know there's going to be a dope ass video coming out next week too. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening next week, actually. We also let you know we're going to be at NFT.nyc as well. So make sure you're all there and make sure we rock it. We want to just storm the place with My Pet Hooligan hoodies and t-shirts. So let's just be like hooligans and let's just absolutely storm the joint.
Absolutely.
Amen to that. You guys there.
Yep, good stuff. So, I mean, if that's it, unless there's anything the wider team want to add, I'd like to say thank you, team, for all your hard efforts. I'd like to say, community, thank you for all your hard efforts too in staying strong with us. Thank you, moderators, top hoppers, focus group members, absolutely every single one of you individuals. Even if you just write a GM in there every day, I appreciate you with all my love and all my heart. And thank you, team. Like, every couple of weeks. Yeah. By the way, if you haven't realized already, we're doing this live stream in AMA every 2 weeks, same time, pretty much, but same day. But big shout out to the team. I know everybody's working ridiculously hard here. And we're up against it, right? We're innovating. What we're doing has never been done before. This is a new space we're all operating. So there's things to learn. There's variables. There's problems we've got to solve. But we're in it, and we're constantly showing and proving that we're capable and we can do this. So big shout out, team. That's all from me. Any you guys got any last words to say?
No, keep the conversation going. Keep the encouragement. We're encouraged by your comments and even criticisms if they're done constructively. We're really jazzed by the community and anyway, we're very thankful for you guys. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, you guys give us the guidance that we need when we're pushing through, and big thank you to our team that's always out there working hard. I know we have some big deliveries coming up and some big things happening in these next few weeks. So. It's going to be a lot of hard work on our end, but we're appreciative for our crew and very appreciative for our community and all the support you guys give us. So thank you.
Love and appreciate you guys.
Make weird stuff.
Yeah,
make weird stuff.
Yeah, weird stuff.
There you go. That's how we end. Just continue to make weird stuff, and I will make to start that off. I'll make a weird face. That's the weirdest face I can make. Peace all. Have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Take it easy. That's all.